Hello guys, welcome back. In this video, let us see another interesting problem. So today, what is the problem? Write a program to print the factorial of a number. So they provide us an input as a number that is 5 for this case, for this test case, and we need to find the output. Similarly, they given you another input and we need to find the output of it. 5 factorial is 120 and 3 factorial is 6. So let us analyze. Let us observe how to calculate factorial of 5. Let us see the first test case. How do I get 1 factorial? 1 factorial is nothing but 1. So how do I get 2 factorial? Which is nothing but 2 into 1, which is the 2 factorial. So can we visualize it by using 1 factorial? 2 factorial by using 1 factorial? Yeah, of course. 2 into 1 factorial is nothing but again 2 factorial. So let us see how to find 3 factorial. That is 3 into 2 into 1. So can we visualize 3 factorial by in terms of 2 factorial? Is it possible to visualize 3 factorial in the form of 2 factorial? Yeah, 2 factorial is what? 2 into 1 is the 2 factorial. That is nothing but this. So we can write 3 factorial as 3 into 2 factorial. 3 into 2 factorial. So let us move on with 4 factorial. How do I find 4 factorial? Which is 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. So this is similarly, how can I visualize 4 factorial in terms of 3 factorial? That is 4 into 3 factorial is nothing but 4 factorial. So in similar way, can you tell me the 5 factorial? 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1 again. So how can I visualize 5 factorial with 4 factorial? So to visualize 5 factorial with 4 factorial, this is the value of 4 factorial, right? In place of this 4 into 3 into 2 into 1, I can even write 4 factorial. So by observing all the above scenarios, what can I conclude? So what can I observe is n factorial is nothing but n into n minus 1 factorial. So n factorial is what? N into n minus 1 factorial. How do you analyze it, sir? 2 factorial is what? 2 into 1 factorial. 3 factorial is what? 3 into 3 minus 1, that is 2 factorial. 4 factorial is what? 4 into 4 minus 1, that is 3 factorial. 5 factorial is what? 5 into 5 minus 1, that is 4 factorial. In the similar way, by observing all the above solutions, I can simply tell that n factorial is nothing but n into n minus 1 factorial. Okay. Sir, this is general case. This is general case. To find the factorial of given number n. Sir, is there any case where n value I can provide to encounter the n? So let me say if I give n value as 5, let us analyze with a general statement. I given n value as 5. Now what I have do? So n is nothing but 5. So 5 into 5 factorial is nothing but I will find 5 factorial. That is 5 into n minus 1 is what? 4. So 4 factorial. So again 4 factorial is what, sir? 5 into 4 into 3. So I just written the previous value, whatever is present in the same way. And again, I am finding 4 factorial. That is 4 into 3 factorial. So again, what is 3 factorial, sir? So 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 factorial. And again, it comes like 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1 factorial. So now the question comes, what is 1 factorial? What is 1 factorial here? 1 factorial is 1. So by analyzing this code, where do I stop my code? Where do I provide my value is at n is 1. In that case, what I need to provide? I need to return my value as 1. I need to return my result as 1. So this is the base case. Where I am stopping is nothing but the base case. And generally for every other input, which case I am using is nothing but the general case. So you once again observe this. So what is general case, sir, and what is base case, sir? Is base case is where you want to stop the program. Like base case is where you want to return particular value. And general case is nothing but you are returning some general statements like 5 factorial is what? 5 into 4 factorial. Again, 4 factorial is what? 4 into 3 factorial. Again, 3 factorial is what? 3 into 2 factorial. Again, 2 factorial is what? 2 into 1 factorial. Now, whenever you encountered 1 factorial, now you will return the value that is 5. 1 you will return in place of 1 factorial. So what it will become is 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. Now finally it gonna calculate the multiplication of all the values and provides us the result. What is the result? 5 4 is 20, 23 is 60, 62 is 120, 120 into 1 is nothing but 120. This is how actually we calculate the factorial of a number. So since we are using base case and general case, this type of scenario is nothing but recursion. We call this as recursion. In recursion, what is recursion, sir? Recursion is nothing but calling a function itself is nothing but a recursion. So, okay, how do I solve this, sir? I just provided my n value as 5 and I want to calculate this 5 factorial by using 4. How do I calculate, sir? Just I'll just print the result. Whatever the result I got, I just want to print the result. So to store the result, I use result variable. Now you can tell me what I want to do now. I just want to call the factorial. So for that, I just like to write a function that is fact. I just like to create a function named fact. So I just pass my number for it. Now, so I'm just calling here my fact function. So to call the fact function, I need to create the fact function, right? So I'm just creating the fact function. So what this fact function will do, sir? This fact function will just execute whatever the data we are giving. In general case, what I want to do, n factorial is nothing but what I want to return. I want to return n into again fact of that n minus 1. This is what I want to do. So just we need to write those two cases. That's it. First base case you need to write as well as general case also you need to write. That's it. When do I need to stop, sir? If n is 1, in that case, I need to stop and return a value that is 1. That's it. And when in the else case, I need to write the general. That is return for n factorial, return n into again fact of n minus 1. So I'm just again asking my same factorial function, find the factorial of n minus 1. So this is how we can find the factorial of a given number. So let us try to execute it. So I'm just copying the code and try to paste it in PyCharm and try to execute it. Now I just pasted my code in PyCharm and I try to run and check whether it is working for 5. Yeah, it is working for input 5. So let me provide another input that is 3. Let me provide another input that is 3. So let me run and check whether it is working. Yeah, it is getting 6 as my result. So in this way, this is one of the method to find the factorial of a number. Okay, sir, we have written a function to find the factorial of a given number. Sir, is there any inbuilt function which is used to find the factorial? Yeah, there is an inbuilt function called factorial, which is present in math module. So let me take math dot factorial of what are the value you want that you need to provide. Fact is whatever the created function that we created is fact. It is our created own function. This is what we created own function. But now let us implement it by using an inbuilt function that is factorial inside the math module. So let us run and check whether it is providing factorial for 3. So for this, you don't even need to create a function, or you need to define a function. You need to use it. It just requires you need to import the math module and just use the factorial and just provide the input and value. That's it. So I'm just using, so you can see what is the 3 factorial? It is 6. So let us see the 5 factorial. Is it working or not? Yeah, 20. So let us see the 6 factorial. 720 we need to get. Let us check. Yeah, here we got. So this is another way to find the factorial of a given number. Sir, is there any simple way to write an anonymous function? Previously you created a normal function, right? I need to implement this method. I need to find the factorial of a given number by using anonymous function, sir. Is there any possibility? Yeah. In Python, we are having lambda functions. By using that lambda functions, we can even perform these type of operations, simple operations. Like for lambda function, whatever the syntax is, lambda expression, and whatever the return statements that you need to write here. So this is how lambda function looks like. So I'd like to create a lambda function with and assign it to f. What is my expression? Expressions are nothing but here parameters. So and finally it just returns an expressions, or you can say statements. Whatever the output you want, that will be written here. So first thing, you need to provide the parameter. Let me take the input. How many inputs I am providing to this function? Only one input. So that's why I'd like to write one value. And what I want to return? I want to return 1. When I want to return 1, if my n value is 1, or else you can say n value is less than or equals to 1, I'd like to return 1 value. In the else case, in the general case, what I want to return? N into n factorial, n into n minus 1 factorial I want to return. So how to find the factorial again? Again, I need to call the same function again. That is f. That's it. Very simple. Now you can use single line, this single line anonymous function to find the factorial of number. So I'm just want to find the factorial of 6, that is 720 I'm getting. So let me try to get by giving the input as 5. So let us run it. You can see 120 I'm getting correctly. So in this way, this is one of the other way to implement the factorial of a given number in Python. Sir, is there any approach? Is there any other approach which takes very less time, very less complex and efficient algorithm? Yeah, we have that. That way is we can use a storage. Why? Why do we need this storage, sir? To store the factorial of, to store the factorials, to store the factorials up to that number. We are using this storage. Let me take it as list. For 0 factorial, I'm taking 1, and for 1 factorial, I'm taking 1 only, the value of result. So now just what we need is, we just need to find the factorials and store it in a list. For 1 factorial, it will be 1. For 2 factorial, what? It will be 2 into 1, right? So 1 is nothing but 2 into whatever the list last value is there that I want to provide. So 2 into 1. For 3 factorial, what? 3 into whatever the 2 factorial I got. 2 on the 2, right? So 2 factorial what I got, that I need to provide. 3 into 2 what? 6. For 4 factorial, just 4 into whatever the list last element is there, 6. That I need to provide. That is what? 24. In this way, we can find the factorials of a given number. So can you do this? Can you perform this by using code? Yeah. While n, what is the number that is greater than or equals to current number? So what is our current number, sir? Is our current number is currently I'm in which position? 0th position value got filled. So here I'm just filling for 0 factorial, what is the result? That is 1. I'm filling here. For 1 factorial, what is result? 1. That is I'm filling here. For 2 factorial, I'm getting result as 2. So that is what I'm filling here. Now next current element is what? 3. So for 3, I need to find the result. So what is the result of 3? That is the result of 3 is nothing but 3 into 2 factorial. How do I get it, sir? 3 is nothing but the current element. So let us visualize it in generalized way. 3 is nothing but current element and 2 is what? The last element of list. So how do we get the last element of list? L of minus 1. And every time I'd like to increase my current number by 1 to get the next number, and again I want to find the result. After finding the result, do I need to store? Yeah, I need to store it in my list. Finally, to get the n factorial, just need to take the last output and print it. That's it. So even you can run and check it. So it's working. Even you can provide 25 also, it will get the output. So you can see this is the output of 25. So let us check with the 6. So that is 120. So these are the different ways through you can find the factorial of a given number. I hope this video is understandable to you. So Please try to practice the code. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to get the latest updates.